Talking Dicks, Al Ducharme, Al Romas. How are you today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm getting a little, cabin fever. I think I'm going to have to hit the road this week. Do something. Go somewhere. Whatever. I got to get out of Dodge for a couple
all 50
days.
states have phase one openings, right? Phase one openings, all the states have?
I haven't followed the phases. I'm in phase 9 of losing my fucking mind. So I'm reading envelopes. Yeah, this is what I jot everything down. I don't know when it started, but I become a weirdo who jots my thoughts on envelopes.
I have a stack of those in my backpack. When I go to hotels and cruise ships, when they give you an envelope, I always take it. I put my receipts in it, but then I end up jotting notes on it. And then I don't want to throw them away because there could be a gem of a joke. But
yeah, you never know. That's where people ask. I mean, people always ask, where does comedy come from? A lot of times it's on these stupid little notes where you go, hey, that might not be a bad idea. The problem is now we can't try it out anywhere. So
they're just we could try it out here.
Scribblings on envelopes.
We could try it out here.
Well, if you remember from the interview we did with Helen Keeney a couple of episodes ago, I had brought up the fact that I've been for years working on a joke that goes nowhere. Billions with a B. People like to say that for no reason. We don't understand why they say it, but people say it. So Helen was good enough to work on it for me.
Let's hear it.
And sent me some jokes.
Let's hear them all, man. Let's hear them all.
Well, basically, billions with a B. Why? She goes, trillions with a T. People do that one. Trillions with a T. But never millions with an M. Not important enough. Millions. Not important enough.
And M is for murder, so.
M is for murder. She came up with, so who came up with this? Not me, who has change with a C.
Helen, that's pretty good. That's
funds with an F, so I don't lose my house with an H. Guess it could go on and on.
I like it.
But yeah, not bad. She scribbled it down, sent it to me, and between that and a box of steaks, it's been a good week for me with help from Helen Keeney.
Helen Keeney, 1 week to punch up his joke he's been working on for 7 years.
I know. What is that? That's not a good sign.
You need an outside perspective.
Do you know Helen and I are going to do a gig? We have a booked gig in July 13th. It's a Monday night in Clearwater, Florida. We're going to do a gig, and it's going to happen.
Wow. That was a plug for the gig.
I don't know the name of the gig, sorry, but it's a gig.
Why did we lose you here? What's happening? You're back.
I just had a phone call.
Is that what it was? Hold on my calls. Peggy, hold on my calls.
I think it was Helen Keeney with an update on the Billions joke. She had another thought.
Put her on Helen Keeney waiting. See what happens.
Yes, Helen with an H. So yeah, we're gonna do a gig. She had a headline gig at some bar restaurant, and I said, "Wow, that's cool. I'd love to do it." And she said, "Well," she talked to the guy. Then I said, "I'll middle for you." And I'm actually excited about a gig. And this is how fucking far we've fallen. I have a bar gig in July, and I'm like, I can't wait. I can't wait to just.
But that's how we cut our teeth back in the day. So why not do a little reset? Familiarize ourselves with our beginnings and just go for it. It's been 2.5 months since you've been on stage, right?
I can't wait. I can't wait to get a Heineken and put it on the bar on the stool on stage and blather and not care because Helen has to close the show. What do I can just do my
chat it up while she's on stage, and then she says, "Hey, can you keep it down at the bar?"
That's right. Exactly. I'm looking forward to it, and that's in Clearwater in July. And another interesting thing on my
Can I just
envelopes.
One more thing about your envelopes because we talked about
Please.
scratching, notes on napkins and envelopes and whatnot, scraps of paper, and sometimes you find them years later in an old piece of luggage. You go, "Oh my God, that was a good joke." But even J.K. Rowling's, who was the Harry Potter fame, the books there, she was a single mother and writing ideas down on napkins while she was waiting tables. And then she would just put them in her apron, and then when she got home, she would sort them all out, and then she began writing her stories. So there you go. Billionaire. Billionaire with a B.
There you go. See how it works?
It came around.
It's a beauty.
And
it's a beauty.
To become a billionaire with a B in the UK, in England is very, very difficult to do.
A billionaire with a B in the U of the K. See, this is an endless bit. It's a lot of fun.
In the uck.
People enjoy it.
I think she was a waitress in Scotland.
When I was in the Navy, I used to handle these classified documents, and on the back of these, I would scribble jokes that I was going to try to do that night in Norfolk, and these were classified documents.
You're responsible for the Cold War ending because they mixed up your joke with the secret message.
Cats and dogs, they're different, aren't they? I came up with that bit back in '88. I was the first.
You were the first one. Wow. I'm starting to Jones about getting on stage. I was okay up till about 2 weeks ago. I was okay. I'm like, you know what? This is cool. I'm writing sketches. I'm shooting shorts. I'm being creative. But to have that connection with that live audience is starting to get to me.
Well, if you do something as long, we've done it for more than half our life. And
very Chevy Chase. Did you see that? Very Chevy Chase.
Yes, I enjoyed that. If you do something more than half your life and then they pull the rug and go, you can't do it anymore. Well, fuck. I'd like to. It'd be different if I quit and retired or something, but I want to do it. I want to get up there and I want to tell jokes again and see what the response is.
I want
you
to get up there and tell jokes. I want you to get super busy so we can cut the Talking Dicks down to once a week and get the Two Dicks web series up and running.
I've already filmed half of my new episodes.
He actually did.
Sir.
I've been super busy with this other stuff, and he's got it all filmed. It's in the can. He emailed me the clips. Oh, I hate when you're ahead of me.
I'm in my suit. It was great.
He's texting me, asking me for notes, and I'm like, dude, I'm busy right now. I'm in the weeds. I was working on these two other projects, but
you said, "Fuck off, asshole." I'm not. I'm like, whoa.
I was
rude.
Cordial.
Always cool.
All right. So, anyways, is it that time of the Talking Dicks?
One more note. I think you may. Well, I sent it to you, so you do know. But anyone listening, want to tell them we were our Talking Dicks blog that we're doing currently, like this. We were retweeted in Lafayette.
Do you know where Lafayette is? It's right here. So there's where it is. If you didn't know.
And some guy in Lafayette saw this and goes, I think I'll, however he speaks, I don't know the accent, said, I will retweet. And I looked him up on Facebook, and he's just some guy in Lafayette who enjoys the Talking Dicks.
And you gave him your bank account number, right?
Yeah, is that wrong?
No, it's fine. Mistake? You want to get your EPP and your EDD? Get down with PPP.
I just want to get billions with a B.
That's all I'm hoping for.
I want billions with a B.
I'll take thousands with a T. For $200, Alex?
I would. God damn it, you know it. Yes, sir. So, as the show moves along, we move along at a quick pace without guests. I like that. And you know what time it is?
Questions.
My favorite part of the Talking Dicks. Go ahead, Al. What do we have?
We have two questions today. The first one is from our old buddy Chemo Linda.
I love Chemo Linda.
Chemo Linda, who writes, what are you currently watching on Netflix?
You want me to take this one?
You can start.
To be clear, I did not see the question in advance.
Never do. I never run the questions by Alfred.
He is privy of them. Right now, I'm watching second season of Westworld and coming down to the last 2 episodes. I love that Jeffrey Wright, the actor Jeffrey Wright. But there's a bunch of actors who I enjoy watching on there as well. Ed Harris, of course, and what's her name? Thompson. She's good. And the woman who plays the role, Dolores. Good stuff. That's what I'm watching now. I heard season 3 is iffy in the beginning, but then it gets better. So we're going to try to stick with it.
I saw season 1, and then it took about 1.5 years to come back. And when season 2 started, I was completely lost and gave up and quit.
It has two out of 3 sucked in completely episodes.
I can't. I didn't follow it. I don't know. I wasn't interested. I love the movie. I love the first season because it was. But then they started. I don't know who's human, who's not. That whole thing. I was like, it's
kind of like marriage.
I can't. Who's human, who's not?
Who's human?
I got you.
And who's not?
I dig. I hear what you're saying.
So, what are you watching? Are you still watching Billions with a B?
Billions with a B
Did I take
I'm
your
current.
joke away? Did I take it away from you?
No, sir.
Okay.
We're shared. It's all shared on the
We'll get back to the Billions with
dicks.
a B in a second. I wear the Two Dicks T-shirt from the web series backwards so that you can see the big emblem that's on the back, and that's the badge on the front. Continue.
What am I watching currently? I'm watching Bosch on Amazon.
How is that?
Bosch. I dig it, man. I'm into starting the season 6. Very noir, very modern day noir LA cop Bosch who takes no shit, let me tell you.
Takes no
this
shit.
guy.
So is it similar to that movie with Mel Gibson that was shot like that in noir?
I love that movie.
What was that called? That
Payback.
Payback. Oh, I enjoyed that.
Payback.
Well, it's
That movie
Maria
was
Bello, who used to.
that movie was great.
Yeah, who used to wait tables with Bernadette Pauly. Bernadette Pauly was also in an episode of the Two Dicks web series called The Two Dicks in the Girl, and she'll be on an upcoming episode of The Talking Dicks. Continue, Al. Sorry.
Excellent. Yeah, a little bit, shot like similar colors, cinematography, but very just like the guy doesn't, he has a social life. You don't really know much about it because he's just focused. He's laser focused on solving crime.
What's the lead's name? Because I liked him in The Departed, and he was also in Westwood on HBO.
Titus Welliver.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
And I did a little
chops.
rabbit hole on him the other night, and this guy does the best Al Pacino and Christopher Walken impressions. So if you're into that, look him up on YouTube. Phenomenal. He's funny as hell, but on Bosch, no humor. This guy just straight faced. And I was thinking if he could ever be in a Two Dicks episode, we time travel, and we get Bosch to work a case with us. Home run. That's a home run. I'm throwing it out there. Maybe that Lafayette guy could help us out if he has a hookup somewhere.
And
I would love
are we
that.
out of questions?
No, we have one more. And but I've been pushing the time travel episode since day one.
Yes.
It's gotta happen.
We talked about it on a previous episode of the Talking Dicks about time travel.
Yes,
we're
sir.
going to do it.
And
We're going to drive our Nash or Chevy 55 Chevy into a tunnel, and we're going to come out in 2020 or 2021.
2021 maybe.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Phenomenal. That'd be awesome. These questions, by the way, are on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, you want to ask us a question, you can either do it on the regular bottom comments, or I post a thing on the story, Instagram story, and you ask a question there, and we get them, and I put them on the envelope, and then I throw them at Alfred.
And here's our Instagram handle right there.
And boy, it's a lot of fun. I really encourage people to do it. This one's great. I love this one because it's snarky and weird, and it's some. Weird. I didn't put the name, but it says, "Why do I follow you guys?"
Why and why do we do this?
I don't know. That question cannot be. It's just open ended. We don't know why you follow us. We don't know why we do this. I'm in a bunker with T-shirts.
Maybe it will come out in therapy
hair.
if you take, you go to therapy. Maybe it will come out in a dream. But keep following us. Follow your dreams.
Maybe it's the Lafayette guy. Maybe it's the guy from Lafayette.
Maybe it is.
Why do I follow you guys? I don't even understand English. I don't get it.
So that's a rhetorical question, and but the answer is in your heart and in your mind. And please continue to follow us. Well, please. I think we're going to be wrapping it up about now because we have shit to do, Al.
We do.
We have to panic.
Oh, we do.
We have to panic over the pandemic.
Subscribe.